with a semi-automatic, who done had it and you ready for anybody to buck back. Hold on, catch a vibe, ain't no way in hell we leaving nobody alive, even suicide, no fuck that, Bobby.
Yo, what is up, guys? It is Ferious here, bringing us finally with the beginner tutorial. I know I said or promised it a while back ago, but it is finally here. I just been busy the last few weeks. But anyways, this is going to be the full beginner tutorial. Obviously, this is not going to... I just want to make it very clear. This tutorial is pretty much just for beginners. I'm going to be talking literally from the basics of ZMauler. So if you already are, you're already somewhat of an amateur in ZMauler, then I would suggest not watching this video unless you have some doubts, questions, and stuff like that that I might answer in this tutorial. Just keep in mind this tutorial will be around anywhere from 30 to an hour, depending how long it is, but we'll be going over, most of the basics. Obviously, I can't fit every little detail in one video, so we'll be making maybe one or two more videos besides this one for the beginner tutorial series, but this is the first series. I decided to use all public parts for, this beginner tutorial. I usually don't do that. I usually use, the paid/private parts that I purchased myself, but so just make it easier for you guys so you guys could follow along and stuff. I decided to use public parts, so all the links I use in the video are going to be in the description down below. So first off, we're going to be using the 2011 Ford Crown Victoria by Otaku. I believe that's how you say his name. So make sure you guys click the link if you guys want to follow along. Download this one. The Lightbar we are going to be using an Argent Lightbar by Officer 50, and then right here. So this the third link in the description below is going to take you to LSPDFR, the resource and assets section. Vehicles and parts. So here you can find a lot of dead parts. You can find vehicle bases, you can find light bars. If you switch over to the light bar section, lights, ions, light bars, you name it, right? And obviously these are all the public. Don't get me wrong, there's some good public parts out there. At the same time, there's some bad ones, but I did put a link down below if you're interested. The fourth link is going to be GTA Police Mods. This is another website where you can get dev parts from. I recommend both, but if you want more vehicle bases and light bars, definitely LSPDFR. If you want like equipment, stuff like that, some push bars, some light bars, then GTA Police Mods is the place to go. Anyways, without further ado, let's continue. I already downloaded all the parts that I'm going to be using in here. So I downloaded the Satina PB200 push bar because I will be going over how to install push bar as well. Link will be in the description as well from GTA Police Mods, the Argent Light Bar, and then obviously the Crown Vic. So what I recommend, this is what I do personally, is create a workspace. What's a workspace? Pretty much is making a new folder just to keep your stuff organized and stuff like that. So if you create a new folder and literally, let's say you're going to be working on a 2020 Tahoe, for example, or you're just going to name it 2020 Tahoe, open that new folder, and then it should be blank. Make a new folder, name it Z3D, and this is where your Z3D will come in place, and then maybe make a new folder for textures and stuff like that. Usually I don't do that. What I do is create a document like so, and I just name it patterns so I can keep track of the sirens I use, stuff like that. So for non-ELS development, the max number of sirens you can use are 20 sirens, and the max amount of extras you can use are 12 extras. So if you want a very nice pattern, it's going to take more sirens. For example, light bar, if you want a nice ass pattern, maybe 4 to 5 sirens. I personally use 4 sirens per light bar. I personally started using less sirens per light bars and visors. Reason being is because over time I could say I got more experience with making patterns and stuff, and I could use less sirens instead of having to use more. And if you use more sirens, well, that means less amount of lighting around the vehicle. If you use less sirens, you have more options for lighting and stuff like that. So definitely this is a workspace, just keeps everything organized. But of course I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. You guys don't have to. I was just showing y'all. I already made a workspace down here named tutorial for the base, for the purpose of this tutorial, and let me just create the document. I think this shit froze. Great. Yep, okay. Alrighty. Well, that thing crashed. It happens. Let's go ahead and do it again. Name it patterns. And let's open up ZMauler. Oops, I opened up the wrong ZMauler. Open up ZMauler too, but we'll close it here in a bit. But pretty much, guys, ZModeler is not a free program. I repeat, it's not a free program. It costs money. It is very cheap though. You probably have to pay like $4 a month, USD a month, in order to use this program. So once you guys already opened it and stuff, I'm not going to be going over how to set up the license key and all of that. That should be pretty straightforward. Personally, I like to use 2 windows. One either front view and then the other one 3D, so I could actually view the model in real time. Some people use 4 panes. I don't like to use 4 panes, but if you want to use 4 panes and want to set it up, you guys are going to head over to view, toolbars, or actually layout, split tile level, and then 4 panes cross, and that's going to create 4 little windows and stuff like that. But once again, I used to do it, but I got used to using just 2. So let me reconfigure this. And there we go. So once you guys find what views you guys want to use, we're going to move on to the next step, which is going to be file. New, I'm going to go over a little bit about each one. New pretty much creates a new ZModeler, opens up a new tab pretty much, technically. Open ups, you can open pretty much. This is mostly for YTDs, not YTDs, like OBJs or other Z3D files. Merge is to merge, vehicles, lightbars, and imports to import OBJs and YFTs. That's if the vehicle is online. But we're gonna go ahead and click merge, and we're gonna head to the desktop to add the Crown Vic that we had. So Crown Vic. Oh, there we go. Model, dev. Double click on it. Just give it time for it to load. I just want to make it very clear. Do not expect to learn ZModeler overnight. It takes time, guys. It takes time. So once you guys have this little window, you guys are going to go ahead and click all. And make sure everything's selected yellow. Click merge. Go ahead and close this out here. There we go. And you guys are going to click, if it's like this, just a bunch of squares and stuff, just untick this and tick it back on. You guys should see the model itself. So let's go over what's what. So this is the actual model itself, and then these are the hubcaps, RAMs, etc., extra options. So let me go and see what kind of wheels are. So for the tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and use these wheels right here. So just delete these. If you guys want to use, stock wheels, whatever, you guys can skip this step, but I don't want to use those hubcaps or steelies right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Let me go ahead and find the wheel, and pretty much just boom, right click, edit, delete, and there we go. We're going to be using those. So pretty much this right here where my cursor's at, this is called the Hierarchy. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing it wrong, but that's how I pronounce it. It's called Hierarchy. Up here's your LOD stuff, L1, L2, L3. Convert a compound, lock it, isolated, show all, and then this one, hide all. And if you click show all, we'll show everything. And it's auto, pivot. Pivot is mostly used, in my opinion, what I use it for is for, environmental lighting. What is environmental lighting? Let me show you. Environmental lighting is pretty much when you turn on the lights, it's gonna bounce off the the surrounding buildings and stuff like that in game. And as you guys can see, right, these lights are flashing down and it illuminates that and it bounces off. So that's environmental lighting, and that's what I use it for environmental lighting. And up here you have create, copy, display. Mostly for non-ELS development, you will be using copy a lot, along with reset parent, reset a world, and center to local axis. Modifies for you to scale certain lights and move, stuff like that. And then surface, you guys don't have to worry. That's more for like if you're going to be templating in a car. Same with this one. Separated we might use. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and merge the Lightbar. So same things, file, merge. Going to find where you downloaded the Lightbar, which is right here, Argent. Same thing. You guys are going to go ahead and click all. As you guys can see, some Lightbars are going to come with, bigger Lightbar options. Go ahead and turn off this. So usually the bigger Lightbar, the 52 versions, 56, 54, whatever the case may be, Those are made more for, bigger vehicles such as SUVs, trucks, Tahoes, bus. In this case, since we are using a smaller Crown Vic, we are going to go ahead and just use the regular 48-inch. So you guys can go ahead and delete the other one. Let's turn this off, turn off the vehicle. So all you want to see is the light bar at the moment. Click this plus sign to open everything else, and then you guys are going to drag each one out. So just hold left click and just boom, bounce it out, and it's out. And same with this, open it, bounce it out. Same with this one, along with this one. And then the glass. And then you guys can delete this since that's just a dummy. What I like to do first is scale the light bar or position it correctly. So we're going to go ahead and do that really quick. So all you have to do is push it down. Obviously, this light bar is quite big, so we will have to scale it down a little bit. So make sure auto is off, X and Y are selected, scale selected, and then when scaling something down, you guys don't want to just go boom like that. No, you guys want to hold shift. That way it will hold its proportions. Same with Photoshop, right? You must hold shift if you want to hold its proportions. So you guys are just going to scale it down, move, and then just accommodate it to your liking, fit it. And then most light bars, the straps go in between the doors. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you don't want it clipping, obviously. That right there is fine. That is perfect, actually. And once you guys are happy with it, you guys could go ahead and deselect by clicking auto. So what is auto? So if auto's off, it's not selected, that means you can move it up and down without having to actually hold it. Let me undo it. And if you have auto on and you try to move it, it's going to select it, right? And if you have auto on, the only way you can move it is if you're actually physically touching the red. For some of you guys, let's say that the light bar is moving up and down. Let me just simulate that effect. So for some of you guys, this might be happening. If I could get it to work. So you guys see, right? You guys are trying to move it, but it's only moving the axis. This is how you fix it. So you guys see the move tool, right? There's like a little drop down. Make sure everything in there is turned off. You guys don't want anything on, and then you guys can obviously move it freely. I'm gonna go ahead and deselect it, turn off the police car, and we're gonna hide everything that has sirens. Some light bars might be named extra lights, something like that, some sort. Just turn off the lights. In this case, they're named sirens. We're gonna be worrying about attaching the base, just the light bar itself. And let's see. So you guys are gonna attach everything. So let's see. We're gonna select this, attach, and then you guys are gonna turn on another part. Turn off the original one. That's attached. Argent glass. That's attached. And then the modules. That's attached. And then boom, everything's attached in the light bar. And then you guys can double click. You guys can rename it to your liking. If you guys name it extra on the scroll and then any number between 1 and 12, then that's gonna, if you guys use the trainer in game, you guys should turn it on and off. This is what an extra is. In this case, since this is the first extra I'm gonna be adding, I'm gonna be naming it extra underscore 1. So you guys can scroll all the way. You guys can put that all the way at the bottom. You guys turn it off and turn on the light emissives. So in this case, I will only be using 4 sirens for this light bar. Once again, the less number of sirens you use, the more lighting you might be able to put on a vehicle. That was loud as shit. I don't know what that was. But anyways, I'm only going to be using 4 sirens. So let me just check what each siren it does. So we could go ahead and delete these. These are just extra copies. Delete that. So it's already 4 sirens by default. Well, this light bar is. So I'm just going to keep it like that. I'm not going to even bother, moving it. For some of y'all, let's say that all the lights are attached together and you guys want to unattach them. So in this case, just go to the top view, select everything by holding left click. Make sure auto is on. Like, this is right here. It's called polygon mode. Click on it. Click anywhere. And it should turn something like this. You guys are going to head over to detach, select, separated. And pretty much you guys are going to left click and hold and click on one of these. And then left click on it, touch it. And that's going to break it apart. What does that mean? That's going to unattach it from from what it was attached originally. So I know there's some Lightbars and LS3 that all the light modules are attached. You guys are gonna have to do this. I'm not gonna do this in this case because the light bar is already unattached. All right, sorry for the weird cut right there. My PC ran out of fucking storage when I was trying to record and stuff. So, but we got that fixed. Anyways, I know there's some light bars on the LS4 that all the lights are attached. So pretty much, you guys are gonna go in here, separate them. Boom, just click it right, and that should break it apart. Obviously, since this light bar already came set up, I don't have to worry about that step. So if you guys need help, just comment down below, join my Discord, and I could show you how to unattach more in detail. But anyways, I will be using Siren 1 since I haven't used any other modules. So just rename the light module to its Siren. You guys can use any Siren number you guys want as long as it's not being occupied. What do I mean by that? Let's say you used Siren 5, 6, and 7 for ions. And you merged in the light bar after that. You can't use Siren 5, 6, 7. That's already taken. So you're going to have to use something else that's not 5, 6, and 7. Remember, there's a limit of 20 sirens. So what I'm going to do over here is open up this pattern.txt. And I usually write each thing down. So extra 1 is my light bar. So I'm going to do light bar. And then I'm going to use Siren 1 through 4. We'll might know that those sirens are not available. So here's the main non-ELS conversion. Okay, so once you guys already, renamed each siren, you guys are gonna turn on everything, all the sirens, and even the extra. You guys are gonna go ahead and select it. You guys are gonna turn off auto, display, reset to world. Click on it once anywhere as long as auto's off. Boom, that moved it down there, right? And then you guys are gonna come over here to this button, center local axis to object, and then click on it once. Done. Create, copy, click it once. That should create a copy. You guys are going to come over here, hold shift, and then click up to the top one, the one that's not red. Right click, convert a dummy. Boom. And then the ones that are red, you're just going to drag them. You're going to drag them inside the little gray ones for each one. And then hold your right arrow key to open all of them up. Turn the ones inside, the red ones, off, and that should leave you with just the dummies. So make sure everything's off except the copies you made into dummies. So you guys are going to go ahead and select them, auto off, show all, and you guys are going to hide your dummies. Well, why, Ferious? Why don't you hide your dummies? Well, let's say your light bar's an extra, right, and you turn it off. You guys are going to be able to see the little, the little scaled down light. You guys don't want that. So you guys are going to hide the dummies, and I usually hide them under the car, inside a seat, whatever the case may be. So obviously that's clipping right there, so I'm not going to put it right there. So I'm going to push it up, and I'm just going to put it in the back seat like so. Some people put inside the light bar and stuff. I personally don't do that because you could see it depending on some certain graphics mods you guys have. You guys can see like the little dummy hidden inside the light bar, so I usually hide them inside of, of a seat or whatever the case may be. Turn off the the vehicle. Once you guys hit them, auto back on. Click anywhere to deselect it, and then turn everything off except the sirens, not the dummies, the actual light siren. So once you guys done that, you guys are gonna go ahead and select it again, everything, auto off, and turn on one of the siren dummies. Why? Well, I usually do this just to visually see if, when you reset a parent, it actually resets parent. So just turn on one of the siren dummies, head over to display, reset to parent, and then you guys are going to go ahead and click on, anything right here, any light module, click on it once. And as you guys can see, that brought it down. Let me do it one more time. It should be up here. Boom, it drops down. Then you guys are going to head over to properties, scale, and then you guys go ahead and scale down to 0.01. X and Y and Z. 0.01, 0.01. Apply. And then turn on auto again. Deselect it, and then turn on the extra. Select everything again. And then we're going to create the copies. So create copy. I usually LO to L3. So you guys are going to click 1, 2, 3. So you guys should have a total of 4 inside of there. All right. So this is LODing So this is, LOs, what people say, LOs. This is right here, okay? We're going to LO right now. So you guys are going to go ahead and click, starting at the top one, the siren 1. Make sure everything up here is not selected, so everything should be turned off. Okay, convert a compound, lock it, L0, siren 1, drop it, boom, 1. Switch over to L1, drop the other one in, done, L2, drop it, and then L3. And then once, you already dropped everything in there, unlock it, turn everything back off, and do the same thing for the next one. Convert compound, lock it, LO, and then just drag it, inside this little gray box, and then unlock it, move on to the next one, L2, unlock it, and last but not least, or we got 2 more actually, unlock it, and last but not least, the light bar, the extra. L3, unlock it, boom. There you guys go. Oh, I think I messed up on something actually. Let me undo really quick because I clicked the space bar on accident. So let me just go back. Right there. Okay, so I'm gonna do this part again. Work compound, lock it, LO. All right, light bar again. Unlock it, boom. Turn LO back on, and then just turn all these on for light bar, and then you guys see siren 1, 4, or whatever sirens you guys use. Just select them, holding shift, and then just drag them inside extra 1. Minimize it, and the final step is you guys see this section up here? Is like a little capsule, a pyramid, a square, cube, cylinder, all this. You guys are gonna click on the cube one or the box. You guys are gonna come over here and just hover or left click it once, and then you guys are gonna size it to the size of the light bar, and click it, left click again to close it or to stop moving. Then once you guys are satisfied, click it again, click OK. And then this box is gonna be named the extra name. This is gonna be the collision. So by default, it's going to be named box, right? So we guys are going to rename it to the extra. In this case, extra 1 space this bracket right here, all in caps COL. Then close it with the last bracket, and then you guys got to scale down the box because obviously it's quite big right now. So let me just scale it down and then just move it. Maybe move it up just a tiny bit, like so. That's fine. Obviously, I'm just doing this tutorial section, but you guys want to cover the whole light bar. Okay, make sure LO is off. Make sure you're selected on the collision one. Convert a compound, lock it, or actually, sorry, my bad. COL first, collision up here. Convert a compound, lock it, LO, collision off, unlock it, boom, that's collision. Let me do it one more time. Oops. Okay. So make sure everything's off, right? Make sure you're selected on the extra one collision. Convert a compound or collision first. I keep forgetting. COL first. Convert a compound. Lock it. L0. Collision off. Unlock it. That's your collision. And then you're going to go ahead and drop the collision inside of extra 1. And then just put it right at the top of there. Show all. And then you guys are going to go ahead and put it in right under chassis. Right under chassis. There. And then you guys are going to open this thing up here. So it's right next to the texture browser. I'll call it the Pokeball because it looks like a Pokemon ball, but it's called the material browser. You guys are going to go ahead and click it. Scroll all the way down, and there should be something called vehicle light emissives depending on the light module you dropped. This has to always go at the top. So just put, just left click, drag it up, and you guys are going to just drag it all, the last material just right in the middle. Not right here, but in the middle. And then it should be up here. Click OK. Boom. We got the light bar done. That's done. Light bar is done. And for any other light module, is the exact same process. I already made a tutorial on how to install other lights besides the Lightbar, like an ion, stuff like that. I made a tutorial. Just navigate through my channel. You guys should find it. Once you guys are comfortable with doing non-ELS, like these type of lights, move on to the ions, which the tutorial will be linked down below. Next thing we're going to move on to, I'm going to be adding the Tatina push bar. So just click File, Merge, and we're going to merge in the push bar. And in this case, we're going to be using the Tatina PB200. And just click All. And then just drag everything out. And then I'm going to be using the LO. Always use the LO. LO has the most detailed. So like that. And then delete that one since it's just a dummy. In this case, the collision is already set up, as you guys can see. So all you have to do is rename it to whatever you name the push bar. I'm not going to make it an extra. So if you want something to not be an extra, what does that mean? You don't want it to be toggleable. You guys are just going to name it MISC. M-I-S-K. Or C, excuse me. MISC. On the scroll, and you guys can name it whatever. So I'm just going to name it Rambar. And then just Control A to copy the name. And then you guys are going to rename it right here. Same thing. So for the collision is when you try to hit something or hit something, there's actually a hitbox there. So you guys are to set up the collision, exact same step as the Lightbar. So you guys are going to go ahead and create the box, fit it, and then collision, convert compound, lock it, LO, collision off, drag it inside. Boom. That is the push bar. Wrap around, whatever the case may be, whatever you guys are going to be using. So, yeah, that's fine. And same thing, just drag it onto your under extra one. Boom. You guys don't have to worry about the Pokeball since it's not a light. Okay, so right now we're going to go ahead and export. So the name that I decided to name this is CVPI tutorial. Obviously, you guys can name it to whatever you want. So in this case, I'm just going to be naming it CVPI tutorial. Head over to File, Export, and then, very important, navigate to wherever you want to export it. In this case, it's going to be right here, Stream. Okay, very important. Make sure everything here is the same way. So lock, you guys want that on, unless you guys want to leave it on lock. But I highly suggest always locking your model, just so you don't have to worry about, developers coming to you. How come you didn't lock this, Ripper, stuff like that. Just lock it. And then export LODs. By default, it's going to be auto detect. You guys want it highest only. Very important, highest only. And then file name, exact same name over here. So if you name a charger 20, has to be named charger 20. In this case, CVPI tutorial. Click export. It should load. And then boom, right here, exported. And then rename it. All you guys are going to do is add the underscore high. And same thing, export. You got make sure everything's still the same, and pretty much you're just going to be adding the underscore high, export, and then Control S to save the Z3D. Control S, and then obviously I got to find a location to save it. So I'm just going to put it here, CVPI tutorial, TUT for abbreviation of tutorial. Bam, boom, done. Now we're going to move over to OpenIV. If you guys don't have OpenIV, just Google it, OpenIV. Install it, open it, boom. Windows. So OpenIV is pretty much a program, so you guys could go ahead and add the textures and the YTD and stuff like that. So you guys are going to go to File, Open Folder, and then just navigate to wherever you installed it. Select folder, boom. Minimize it, edit mode. Okay, we don't have a YTD in here yet, so you guys are gonna navigate to the folder where you guys install the thing, the vehicle, my bad, and navigate over to the, I believe it's in model right here, YTD, Control C, and then just drag that over and rename it to F2, and then just rename it. Boom. So if you guys go ahead and open up the UI15 in OpenIV, it should look like something like this. So we're missing we're missing the textures on the Rambar and the Lightbar, and we're gonna go ahead and merge that in. And it appears that we're missing the template as well. So open up the YTD, make sure edit mode is on, enabled. Is the template being okay? No, the template's there. Okay, yeah, template's there. So just click import, navigate to the folder where you installed the or downloaded the resources, the parts. We're going to start with the Satina push bar, textures, select everything, click open, okay. Now the light bar, same thing, everything, open, okay. Click save. And if you guys open up the CVPI tutorial YFT one more time, boom, it's textured. There's color. And another thing, for some reason, if you are going to merge something that's like, black, what I recommend, open up the YTD again, and then, for example, the push bar looks a little bit purple. Head over here. So I'm just the black ones, right? You guys can see these are black. So just select those, click open, and then where it says automatically, you guys are going to want to select A8R8, this one right here. Click OK, and that should fix, if you guys have green textures, purple textures, that should fix it. And you guys can see what I mean right here. See, it doesn't appear to be purple anymore. It's like a nice black color. You guys are going to go ahead and close OpenIV. Now, there's going to be a download link to the base files of these right here. There should be a download link down below in the description. It should include all of this right here, the carcos, the resource, and then the stream folder. So just copy the name of the YFT and open up carcos. So right here where it says name, make sure that's named, the name of the vehicle, the spawn code. Make sure that's named correctly. ID value, it could be any number. Just have it over 80. In this case, we're going to be using 1852. And then scroll down. And if you guys have any like 3.14s, so just 3.14s. There's nothing, so we don't have to worry about it. So keep that number in mind, the ID value, and then you guys head over to car variations. Same thing, where it says right here, model name, make sure it's the name of the spawn code, and down here, siren setting, the exact same ID you guys use on the carcos. Vehicles.meta is pretty much, your handling ID, the audio hash. Same thing where it says model, text name, TXT name, and game name. Make sure that's the name of the spawn code. Handling ID is pretty much you guys could use a in-game model, for example, the police, name, bison, depending if you guys have a truck, and then audio name hash. You guys can use any, in-game sound, and obviously that card's gonna make the exact same sound. I already have all of this set up, so I don't have to worry about that. And pretty much, I just need to start the car in here, so let me go ahead and do that really quick. Scroll all the way down, start, Control B, boom, and we're gonna start up the FiveM testing server. Up on FiveM. So you might be thinking, what are custom patterns and stuff? Yeah, pretty much when you hit the lights, it's not gonna be like the basic back and forth. Although most LDO vehicles RL do have like that type of pattern back and forth. Custom patterns, you guys, let's say you guys want to replicate the CHP, you guys can do it with the steady burn and stuff like that. But I won't be showing y'all how to do custom patterns. However, in the download link for these files for the carcos, the vehicle made and stuff, I will be providing a custom pattern already built in, so you guys don't have to worry about it. Because the previous tutorials are always like something back and forth, like swish swish swish. No, this one's gonna be like a bouncy type of pattern, so you guys don't have to worry about creating custom patterns quite yet. I wouldn't worry about custom patterns until you're somewhat of a decent, somewhat amateur pro level in Zmauler. Once again, don't stress it. If you guys are having errors, issues, just join my Discord. The links are in the description, and we can help you out. We have a somewhat positive community, and we help each other out the best that we can. And okay, we're gonna wait for this to load. If you guys have any other suggestions, you guys want to see other tutorials, let me know down below as well in the comment section below. If you have nothing to say, don't fucking say anything in the comment section. I think I said that too loud. Nah, we're good. We're good. It's taking quite a bit. But yeah, I want to make this very, very clear. modeling it takes time. It takes a few weeks, few months to fully get it down. I've been doing this for 10 months now, and there's still stuff that I don't even know how to do quite yet. But it takes experience. And if you're someone who is going to be selling models and stuff like that, I would definitely recommend not selling your first few models. Like, for example, experiment lights and stuff like that with your first models. Maybe public release into LSPDFR. But don't sell, like, let's say you barely learned non-ELS and you want to sell it. No, that's not how it works. You must have, you know, somewhat of a good reputation in the modeling community, and, you know, your stuff must be high, like very high quality and stuff like that. But if you're starting now, I wouldn't recommend selling anything quite yet. Just public release those and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and spawn it in. So it's named TVPI tutorial. You guys can see we have the vehicle, and if we hit the lights, it works. For 5M, if you guys want the lights to work, you guys need a script named Luxor Vehicle Control. You guys could easily download that. All you guys have to do is Google it. And let me switch liveries, and then we can switch this to any color. And then if we, with the collision with the push bar, if we hit something, for example, this thing right here, it won't go through. Well, actually, there's an actual hitbox. Oh, or I guess not. We got to fix that. Yep, we got to fix that. But pretty much, if the collisions are set up correctly, if you guys hit something, it will not go through. There will literally be like a hitbox right there. Okay, that took quite a bit, but there you guys have it. This is the beginner tutorial non-ELS. Hopefully this video really helped you. If I was going too fast, I do apologize. You guys could always use the gear icon to, you know, slow down my speed, because I do talk fast and stuff. Anyways, hope you all enjoy this tutorial. Leave a like, join the Discord if you're new. If you guys still need help, comment down below, join the Discord, and make sure you guys like the video. Y'all have a good one. Hopefully y'all have fun learning non-ELS and all of that. There should be a part 2 beginner tutorial just going over just, you know, a bit more in detail, you know, custom light patterns, a little bit me explaining more cargoes and stuff like that. Just the purpose of this tutorial was to get your Lightbar working in game and stuff like that. So anyways, all the stuff I use in this video are going to be linked down below. Anyways, y'all have a good one.